Hello, hello everyone. Good evening. How are you? It's so nice to see you again. Hi, I'm Maria. Please write in the chat. How are you this Saturday night? How are you doing? Are you doing well and healthy? Okay. Thank you so much for joining. This is our last day of 1 week challenge workshop. Yeah, so I hope you are all already get the big picture of all the challenges from first day. And tell me, did you already practice your challenges, guys? Did you already do the challenges from the guest speaker? Hello. Mariana, yes, very good, amazing. Okay, Pramasweta, I'm good, doing well and healthy, very good. Thank you. It's so nice, so happy to meet you. And yes, I already practiced, but still have ongoing. It's okay, as long as you try to put in practice for all the challenges that already made by all the guest speaker. Very good. Thank you so much for being consistent and persistent for this 1 week challenge. And yeah, I will do it, Connie. I will do it today and tomorrow. Okay, but it's ongoing to practice. Very good. Thank you so much, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the last day of our 1 week challenge workshop. It's very nice to meet you. I am Maria. I'm here to stay with you as a host for this tonight's topic that is very interesting, I guess, and very close to us as a virtual assistant. And also, I'm very glad and very happy to see you guys again. And I hope you are all in the good and positive vibes. Yeah, so we can enjoy the session together and we can make the session memorable for us because this is the last day. Yeah? Okay, thank you so much. Don't forget to prepare your notes maybe, or prepare your coffee, or your drink, so we can enjoy this session together. Okay, so this today of our 1 week challenge, last day of 1 week challenge, we will talk about the art of networking, how to build connection that lead to new clients, even if you are an introvert. Yeah. And then we have our lovely guest speaker here, Kak Zakira Zakaria. Hello, Kak Zakira. How are you?
Hi, Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Thank you, Maria.
Okay, thank you. Nice to meet you. So, everyone, tell me in the chat box, are you introvert or extrovert? Please tell me how many of you are introvert, how many of you are extrovert? I'm myself is introvert, yeah. Okay. Almost, yeah. Many of us is introvert, yeah. It's okay. We are in the same page. And maybe before we go to Sakira, we will maybe Kak Sakira later will explain about this introvertness. I mean, is it really our weakness, or we can make this introvertness to become our strength? Yeah, Kak. Zakira. So this is Kak Zakira. She is a stay-at-home mom for a 4-year-old toddler and also an introvert also, yeah, introvert creative virtual assistant. So no worries, yeah, maybe almost 90% of virtual assistants are introverts. And also Kak Zakira currently managing for active clients, local and international. And actually she is currently living in Selangor, Malaysia. She was from alumni of batch 16, and she offering graphic design, logo design, and website design and development. Yeah, of course, we are very happy to welcome Kak Sakira, sorry, to this very uh, uh, nice moment, yeah, for our last day of 1 week challenge. Thank you, thank you. And Kak Sakria, maybe you can start your live session. This is for the first session, yeah, Kak. After the first session, and we will opening for the first Q&A session. So everybody, please, you can type your questions in the chat box, and then I will pick which one of your question is interested, and then you can ask directly to Kak Sakira. Okay, thank you guys. So Kak Sakira, this is your time for you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you, Maria.
thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum, everyone. I'm so happy to be here tonight. Also quite nervous, you know. I think it's common for us introverts to be nervous, right? Yeah, it's great to be here tonight, and we will be exploring about how, even as introverts, we can build connections with prospects and land clients. Because being introvert is not really a weakness, but it's just a personality type. Okay, so let's start. Let me introduce myself first. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have one child. She's 4 years old, and I'm an introverted creative VA, meaning that I specialize in doing creative work. So currently, I'm managing for clients from Malaysia and from United States. And I offer graphic design, logo design, and web design. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. A little backstory. Okay, let me share a little backstory about myself. I actually started to study psychology before I became a VA. Actually, I furthered my study in psychology. Before that, I had an academic background in graphic design. So I studied graphic design also. And then I changed paths to psychology because I have a deep passion in psychology. And with the initial plan to become a clinical psychologist. So it was like one of my dreams lah. But after delivering my child, after delivering my baby, something happened in my heart, and I feel like I cannot move with my ambition, and I have to stay at home, and I want to raise her and see her grow up in front of my eyes. And that's why at that moment I decided that I wanted to search for something more flexible, like a flexible career that I can do at home while raising my child lah. And I think maybe a lot of moms out there can relate. If you can relate, let me know in the chat so that I know that I'm not alone. Okay. So I think like many people, I scrolled through Instagram and Facebook, and then I saw advertisement about SGBVA. And I remember the ad was a stay-at-home mom from Indonesia, and she said she joined the course and she learned how to become a VA, and then how after that she got 5 clients. And to me, I was like, wow, 5 clients as a VA working from home, that's very successful. So I decided to join the course, and I completed it in, I think, March this year, early March this year. So I joined in late February. Oh, sorry. I think I completed late March I think Rick is also in the same batch, right? Maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong about the timeline. But I'm part of batch 16 lah. And before the course, I thought that being introvert is a weakness because I used to think that I'm quiet, I'm boring, I don't know how to make funny jokes, and I'm awkward, socially awkward. So I thought that it's a weakness, a personality weakness. But after going through the first week's material about exploring our personality, and I find out that I was an INFJ, and I discovered that my personality trait, actually, I love helping people. And that's why actually I wanted to pursue psychology before I decided to be a VA, right? Because I naturally have, I naturally feel like I care about people and I want to help them grow. So from there, I decided that, okay, maybe I can use this as my elevator pitch lah. So from the insight about the personality, I rephrase my pitch to focus on helping entrepreneurs with creative tasks. And then when I meet people, prospects, and I say, oh, I help entrepreneurs with this and that task, it feels natural and authentic to me. Because when I think of myself as selling my services, it feels like, oh, so cringe, or I don't want to, it doesn't feel good to sell. But when I say I'm just helping, it feels fine to me. And it's not hard selling, it's more like soft selling. So it's more natural to me. So now I'm working with 4 clients as a creative VA, specializing in graphics, social media, and web design. Okay. And oh, I'm looking at the chat box. Rick says I'm also a quiet person. But Rick, you're very you have a lot of personality too, Rick. So wow. Okay, I didn't know that you're a quiet person. Okay, so just some overview of what we will cover today is first we will explore about introversion and then about networking. And then we will explore about the importance of networking for introvert VAs. And then I will share my story about the power of shared interests. Okay, so if you want to know more, if you want to hear more, then stay tuned. And then we'll cover about the challenges of networking for us as introvert VAs and strategies to overcome these challenges. And then after that, we will have a break and Q&A lah, the first Q&A session. And after the first Q&A session, we will move on and discuss a little bit about introversion and mental health. Okay, a very important topic. And then another story time, I will share my experience about how active listening helped me land a client. And then we will explore about how we can build meaningful connections when networking. And after that, we will have a task, okay, kind of like a homework for you, where you will find networking events to attend. So exciting, right? Okay. And then after that, we will have a final Q&A session where you can ask any questions and we will end our session. All right. So are you ready? Are you ready to start? Okay. Okay, let's move on to the first chapter, which is understanding introversion and networking. All right. So what is introversion? Introversion is actually it's an orientation towards our internal private world and also our inner thoughts and feelings rather than toward the outer world of people and things. So meaning that it's a tendency, like an internal tendency towards our private world and our private thoughts and feelings rather than towards the outer world. So it's when talking about personality, it's actually not a fixed thing. It's actually more like our personality can actually change over time. Okay, according to psychological research, over time as we age, some of our personality traits can become less or become more. So it's not fixed, entirely fixed, but it can change over time. Okay, so Some people are more introvert than others, meaning that because it's like it has like degree, okay, like on in a continuum. So some people are more introvert, some people are less introvert. So there are differences in the degree of introversion, and we are more withdrawn. We prefer quiet, and we prefer to deliberate our thoughts. We prefer to think things through before we make decisions. And sometimes we might also prefer to not show our emotions that much. Okay, and some introverts are also more skeptical. Than most extroverts, and we prefer to work independently. So when we look at introversion in the perspective of virtual assistants, actually it's perfect for us, right? Because we can work independently. That's one of the strengths. And we are deliberate, meaning that we are thoughtful before we make decisions. And we are also a bit skeptical, meaning that we are careful. We are not that easy or gullible to people. So it actually can be a strength if we use it well. Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, networking. Networking is the action or process of interacting with others in exchange of information or in exchange of developing professional or social contacts. So that's the textbook definition of networking lah. So basically what networking is just a fancy word for relationship building, meaning that you don't have to feel intimidated to networking because it's just like you are making friends, okay? Care about who people are and not just what they can do for you. So, for example, when you are within an alumni group, that's also networking with other alumni. So it can happen naturally even without us realizing that we're networking. Okay, so next is introversion as a strength. If you notice, introverts, we have a natural tendency to listen deeply to when people say something. So we are often excellent listeners. Okay, so this ability to actively listen to others can help us to understand their needs and concerns better, and help us to make more meaningful connections. So if you listen to this and you think, I'm not good at active listening, how can I listen actively? Then know that active listening is actually a skill. So some people, some introverts, they might have over their course of life, perhaps they have developed the skill without knowing it, or maybe they learn it throughout the years without realizing it. But some others, it's a skill that we can learn. So if you feel that you don't know how to do active listening, it's okay because it's a skill and you can learn about it. Okay. And second is our strength is empathy. For us, introverts, we have a higher degree of empathy, which can make us more attuned to people's emotions and people's perspectives. So that can make us more open to hearing other people's opinions. So this empathy is a strength because it can help us build rapport and trust, which is very important in any business relationships. And the third strength for us is introspection. Introspection means that we think about ourselves, we ponder, we reflect, we do self-reflection. So that is introspection. And the positive things about introspection is that it can help us to recognize our own strengths and weaknesses. Okay, so meaning that we are self-aware about our strengths and weaknesses. And sometimes, if we do not control this awareness, it might make us feel like an imposter. It might make us feel low self-esteem, low self-confidence, because we are aware about our weaknesses, right? But knowing our weaknesses is actually a good thing because it helps us to have a balanced perspective about ourselves, which is very important. Because the opposite of not knowing about your weaknesses would be being oblivious, right? Because you think you're the best person in this, you are the best person in that, and you don't have weaknesses, and you might not be open to hear other people's opinions, which can be detrimental for business relationships. Okay, so it's okay, and it's actually a good thing if you like to introspect and if you are aware of your strengths and weaknesses. It's a good thing. Okay, it's just that maybe we need to learn ways to cope and manage our main emotions better. Okay. And also, one of the positive things about introspection is because we know the weaknesses and we know our strengths, right? It can help us in networking because it allows us to present ourselves authentically and confidently. Because we're not like simply lying, say, oh yeah, I can do everything, I can do this, I'm good at that. But the fact is, we might not know how to do it. So it helps us to be honest, right? And honesty is very important too in being a VA, because you don't want to tell your clients that you can do something, but you can actually do it, but you don't know. Okay, so it's actually a good thing. Okay, and the next is quality over quantity, meaning that we prefer deeper and more meaningful connections over superficial ones lah. Meaning that we might prefer uh, smaller groups rather than bigger groups, and we focus on quality relationships that can contribute to long-term partnerships and collaborations. And the last strength is that we are more thoughtful in communication. So oftentimes as introverts, we take time to think and consider our words carefully, right, before we speak. So this thoughtful approach can lead to more impactful and meaningful interactions with people. So it's a good thing. And it's okay if you need more time to, to think about what you want to say, because it's just a natural part of speech. So don't worry about needing more time to craft your speech, okay? So by recognizing and leveraging our strengths, we can actually become effective networkers and build strong, long-lasting relationships with our potential clients. Okay, so is everyone okay so far? Okay, so can I continue?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so next we'll talk about networking is not just about self-promotion, but about building genuine connections with others. Because remember, when we are networking, we are connecting with other people, right? The person, for example, like online networking, like even now in this session, I see Kak Maria's profile picture, and there's maybe because it's online, we don't feel too connected, but there's a person, a real person behind the screen. So it's actually, we are building genuine connections with people. So it's not just about self-promotion. Okay. So why we want to network as introvert VAs? So the importance of networking for us is because we want to develop ourselves. So personal development lah. Okay, number one, it's very important if you want to get clients, we need to step out of our comfort zone, right? But it's not easy. And networking events can be a perfect place for us to practice and to hone our communication skills. So it's about building our confidence, one conversation at a time. Okay, secondly, because we want to build collaborative relationships, when we network with others, it allows us to connect with our peers, meaning that we connect with other VAs. Okay, we can share our experience and discuss best practices. Maybe if we have problems in our work as a VA, we can also share with our peers, with other VAs, so that we can gain their insight on how they solve those problems. Okay, so it's about learning from others and we grow together. And the next point is to expand our professional circle. Whether we are trying to find a new client or we're trying to hire someone to help us with the work, or we're trying to get insights about some trends in the industry, networking can be the key to unlocking all these resources. So it's very important to network, okay? And then that will be shared experience. So when we network, we are trying to find a common ground, so shared experience, right? So networking with introverts in similar roles or industries can provide a sense of camaraderie and understanding, like what we're doing now lah, kan? We are meeting with other introverts, introvert VAs. So from here, I can share my experience, and maybe in the Q&A session, you can share your own experience as well. So from there, we can build a sense of support and also understanding among each other. Okay, story time one, the power of shared interests. So this story is interesting. Okay, so when I was just starting out in the course, I think it was during I think it was third week or so of the course. At the time, I was doing translation work, and I've already connected with some translators on LinkedIn. So I joined their local meetup lah on at a physical cafe. So I introduced myself to them, and I mentioned that I'm also transitioning to offer creative VA services like I'm doing now. And I shared with them that I also have a background in psychology, and I initially wanted to pursue clinical psychology as a career. And when I was sharing that story, my background in psychology, actually inside of me, I felt very insecure because I have this kind of pressure in myself that if I don't pursue my dream, then it means I'm a failure. Okay, so that's one of the insecurities that I had at that time. So when I was sharing that story, I actually was feeling insecure, and I felt like I didn't want to share that, but then it's just like it was natural for me to share it. So I kind of felt ashamed when I shared it. But then one of the translators said to me immediately, she said, "Oh, that's actually her dream too. I wanted to become a clinical psychology too." I was like, "Oh, okay." Then it became like a shared experience, right? Shared interest, because both of us had the same ambition, path ambition. So interestingly, 2 weeks later, after the event, after the meetup, she texted me and asked me for my portfolio and pricing. So I gave to her lah my portfolio and pricing. And then she hired me to do the logo for her consultancy business. So meaning that she didn't have just one business lah. She's not just a translator, but she also does consulting. So the point that I wanted to share here is that sometimes we might feel that a part of our life is not so great, it's not so beautiful, and we're ashamed to share it. But maybe it could actually unlock opportunities for connection with other people, because we don't know, some people out there within our community who might have the same experience or the same story with us. And if we don't share it, then we might have missed the opportunity to connect with them. And I'm glad that I shared that story now, because I used to believe that it was a shameful thing because I didn't achieve my dream, my ambition. But now I realize that it's just a part of life that hasn't been fulfilled yet. So as long as we're still alive, we are allowed to have ambitions, right? So ambitions don't stop just there, because we can still continue to have ambitions. So one of the carried away point here is that don't be afraid to share your story, even if you think that it's not really great, because maybe it can open up opportunities for others to connect with you. Okay. So next, challenges of networking for introvert VAs. I think as introvert, maybe one of the challenges is social anxiety, right? Maybe we experience significant anxiety when we're in a large group or in settings that we're not familiar with. We feel scared, and it makes it difficult for us to participate fully in the networking events. Okay, so second challenge would be maybe we will feel overwhelmed. Okay, maybe we will feel overwhelmed. Why? Because sometimes during networking events, we might have a lot of stimulation and a lot of people, and maybe there's music, background music, and it can all feel too much for us, for our senses, and it can feel overwhelming, and it leads us to feel exhausted or burnt out. Okay. And so third would be fear of rejection. Maybe we feel afraid that we will be judged or rejected by others. Similarly, like my story just now, I felt like, ashamed. I feel like people will judge me because I'm such a failure. So all these thoughts can make us feel hesitant to approach new people or share our ideas and experiences. Okay. And the next challenge would be difficulty with small talk. For example, like maybe we don't know what to say just to open up conversations, right? Maybe it feels awkward to us because for introverts, most of us would prefer deeper and more meaningful conversations. So maybe we have that difficulty to initiate small talks. And then our preference for one-on-one conversations. So introverts may find it easier to connect with people on one-on-one basis rather than in large groups, because large groups can be overwhelming to us, right? So maybe that's one of the things that we have difficulties with. And the last one is self-doubt. Okay, we may doubt our abilities, or we feel like we don't belong in certain networking circles. So it's all about the internal things in us, like self-doubt. We doubt that we feel like we don't belong here, we're like in the wrong group, and sometimes it might be true, sometimes it might not be true. So what's important is we try lah. So those are the challenges and the strategies to overcome the networking challenges. Okay, what are the strategies? For the first challenge, which is social anxiety, there are three things that we can do. Okay, the first is gradual exposure. So this is a strategy that I borrow from a therapy. It's called exposure therapy. So when people have anxiety towards something or excessive phobia towards something, what the therapist would do is they would gradually expose us to the thing that we're afraid of. So if we have social anxiety, then what we can do is start with smaller and less intimidating networking events. Okay, start with smaller and less intimidating networking events, and then gradually increase your exposure to social situations. Some examples would be to join our alumni events lah, SGBVA alumni events, maybe online networking events or events that are within your locality, for example, Jakarta alumni or Kuala Lumpur alumni. Okay, so those could be the least intimidating networking event that you can start with. Okay, so the second one, maybe you can also do cognitive behavioral therapy. Okay, although it's called a therapy, it's actually more like exercise. Okay, CBT is more like exercise. And actually, if you look up your phone in Google Play Store or App Store, you can find CBT apps whereby you can do CBT exercises. So what CBT is that it can help you identify and challenge those negative thoughts that contribute to your social anxiety. So let's say maybe in my example, I felt what makes me socially anxious at that time was I felt like I was a failure, right? So if I use CBT, then I would explore why do I feel like a failure? Okay, so that will be the major theme of the thought, and then it will guide you to explore it further. So as you explore, you will find the root cause, and this the root cause will help you to overcome the main theme of your thought, which is failure. And the third would be mindfulness technique lah. Mindfulness technique meaning that you try to be present, okay, not in your mind, but present in the present moment. Okay, what you can do is you can help practice mindfulness because it can help you to stay present and reduce anxiety-inducing thoughts. So some of the things you can do is to touch, find 5 things in your surroundings that you can touch, or you can hear, or you can see. Okay, so basically this is moving your mind away from your thoughts to the surroundings. Okay, so that's one thing lah. So if you feel overwhelmed, things that you can do is number one, to set boundaries. So that means you can say no to events or activities that could potentially make you feel overwhelmed lah. So for example, maybe you were invited to a networking event that's too big. So you have to say no lah, right? You can say no. And you can choose to attend a smaller event that is more suitable with you. Okay, so second, to prevent overwhelm is to self-care. So prioritize self-care activities. Okay, so things that you can do is like breathing techniques, and do your hobbies, things that you enjoy, and make sure that you get sufficient sleep. Okay, because if you're tired, if you are burnt out, then it can be difficult for you to have a clear mind and network effectively with others. Okay, and the third thing is if you feel overwhelmed is time management. Okay, so you need to plan your networking events carefully and to avoid feeling overwhelmed. Okay, so you can check your calendar and make sure that you are not overbooking yourself lah. So let's say if you this week maybe you are full and there's an upcoming event during the weekend, networking event, but you know this week you are already full and maybe you will need the weekend to rest, then you would have to say no for the event and try to find another event that's maybe in the next week or the upcoming week, so that you can get ample rest during the weekend. Okay, and then for fear of rejection, number one you can do is positive self-talk. Okay, so for this positive self-talk, you can replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Okay, for example, maybe during like this is from my experience, yeah. My client, my first client, she asked to meet me after we went through discovery call and all that. She asked to meet me at a physical location at a cafe. So at that time I was just starting and I felt very low self-esteem because at that time I consider myself just a stay-at-home mom. I'm just a stay-at-home mom. I'm nobody. So I said yes, even though I was scared. So when I was driving there, I had a lot of negative self-talk, saying that you're just a stay-at-home mom, you are nobody, you don't deserve to get clients and all that. Okay, so when I arrived at that place, I parked my car and I tell myself, it's okay if I don't get clients after this. It's okay if I don't close with client. Okay, I just have to show up and I can just apa nama? I just show up and it's okay if I fail. Okay, so by saying that, I'm actually giving permissions for myself to fail. And for me, failure is okay. Okay, so the next thing you can do if you're afraid of rejection is to reframe rejection, meaning that we can view rejection as an opportunity for learning rather than a personal failure. For example, ask yourself, what can I learn from this rejection and how can I improve my offer in the future? So that's one of the ways for you to face rejection. Okay, so the third one is focusing on the process. Don't look at the outcome of the process. For example, I must book 3 clients from this event, but instead focus on just getting to know people. Okay, you can focus on just I want to speak to 3 people, for example, or I want to speak to 5 people in this event. That's it. You don't have to put pressure to yourself to book clients at this event. Okay, so focus on the process instead of the outcome. And if you have difficulty with small talks, then what you can do is prepare conversation starters. For example, you can ask people, oh, how is this food? What do you think about this food? If it's at a cafe, right? You can ask them, oh, what do you think of the food? Is it good? Oh, or, oh, what such a nice place, right? Oh, I love this, I love that. Or I love the chair, or I love the table, I love the decoration. Or you say, oh, this drink is good. So the small things in your surrounding can be conversation starters actually, okay? The second one would be active listening. Okay, what active listening means that you actively listen to people and try to maybe, using nonverbal cues to let them know that you're listening. For example, nodding or say okay, like you like that, or simply paraphrasing when they have finished speaking. So you phrase back what they say. And then you can also ask open-ended questions. Okay, so by asking open-ended questions, it can encourage us to have deeper conversations. For example, you can say, what do you plan for the weekend? Or what projects you're working on? Because people love to talk about themselves. So if you ask about these questions, I'm sure they will be able to give you good answers. Okay. So if you prefer one-to-one interaction, then it's okay. Start small. Start with smaller networking groups and one-to-one meetings. You don't have to attend bigger networking events. And second, you can try to find common grounds, meaning that what I did just now, right? Try to look for shared interests or experiences so that you can connect with others. And then another thing is you can do online networking if you're afraid of physical networking. So you can use online platforms like LinkedIn or Facebook or alumni groups to invite others to have like, gatherings like this, networking events like this on Zoom, so that you can connect with people who share your interests. Okay. So the last one, if you struggle with self-doubt, what you can do is use positive affirmations. To use positive affirmation, remind yourself about your strengths and past accomplishments. I think in our course, we had this exercise as well, right? We have to list down 10 achievements in the past. So you can revisit those 10 achievements, the list that you made during the course, and look back. You actually achieved this. So you actually have achievements. Okay. So then you can also seek support, like talk to a mentor or talk to a friend or find a therapist so that you can actually let out all those self-doubts in you. Okay. And then set realistic goals. So set achievable networking goals to boost your confidence. For example, when you're just starting out, you don't have to attend 5 networking events a month. Okay, like for me, I just aim to attend 1 per month or 1 or 2 per month. But it must be spaced out between 2 weeks lah, so that I have time to recover, right? So you don't have to like every week you have to go. No, you can space out and try to notice how your body is responding. Are you feeling more nervous or are you feeling more anxious? If yes, then you need to take a break so that you can recover from that. Okay. All right. So remember that overcoming these challenges can take time and practice. So be patient with yourself and don't forget to celebrate your progress along the way. Okay. All right. I think we're already at the end of the first session and we will have Q&A one. Okay, Maria, I think I will give the mic to you.
Okay, thank you, Kak, for your very detailed explanation related to the art of networking, how an introvert can be building their connection, networking, and lead to find new clients. Yeah. And yeah, I'm agree that actually we have all the strength that we need as an introvert to, yeah, to challenge ourselves to be better. Yeah. And also actually we also yeah, practice positive affirmation ya, Kak Zakira. As for myself, I always practices like, yeah, maybe in the morning, yeah, before I starting my activities, yeah, we can just say it in our mind, yeah, I'm capable, I'm good, I'm confident, etc. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Kak Sakira, for the first session, and I think we already have questions from Irina. Irina, you can unmute yourself and ask your question directly to Kak Sakira. Irina, are you?
Hello, good
Yeah.
evening, Safira. Thank you for the time. So actually, yeah, it's really helped me for the week challenge that I listen that what the speaker said about the boundary, and also like last time Stephanie Irma also mentioned that we have to break our spectacle with confidence. But I just want to ask your advice about that. Actually, I like design things, but of course, I don't have any experience about in commercially. I mean, so I just use it for office needs or sometimes just friend. So what I should put in my portfolio if I will apply for a design job?
Oh, okay,
Thank you.
that's a good question, Irina. Thank you so much. Can I answer now, Maria?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so it's very good question because I think when we went through the course, we have I think social media management as a highlight service, right? And we might also learn to use Canva and things like that. So it's okay if you don't have experience doing it commercially, that's fine. What you can do is you can prepare your portfolio by doing what people call as mock projects. Okay, let me share here. Mock projects. What mock projects is that it's like dummy projects that we create just to showcase our skills and our creativity. And in the portfolio, you can put a title saying mock projects or sample work, okay? Because when people are looking for creative talents for their business, what's important for them, meaning that the thing that they will look for in our portfolio would be some example work lah. So even if you don't have clients yet, you can use the work that you made for your friends, for example, or your office, if your office allows it lah. So maybe you can ask for permission from your boss or people, a supervisor and all that. And you can ask for permission from them to put this in your creative portfolio. Because when we do design, portfolio is very important. Because people want to see whether or not our design style is suitable with them, is suitable with their industry or suitable with their budget. Okay, because sometimes people will see, oh, the design is too good, and maybe the price will be very high. Also, I don't want lah. Okay, I want design that is suitable with my budget only. So portfolio is important for them to determine suitability. And if they, after looking at portfolio, they just go quiet or they don't respond to you, don't worry about that because rejection is very normal in this business. I myself got rejected a lot too. And also I've been ghosted a lot too. Many people just ask for my portfolio and then after that they just went quiet. That's very normal, okay? The thing is to just keep showing up and just keep sharing your portfolio with people who ask for those portfolio. And eventually, inshallah, you will get your first client. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Zakaria.
Okay.
Yeah, and so enlightened me. Thank you very much.
Welcome, Irina.
Thank you, Irina. Hello, guys. Is there any questions? Wait, we have question from, okay. Ardana Reswari, you can speak directly and ask the question to Kak Zakira.
Sorry for Kak Zakira. I just joined at this meeting because I have so much thing to do. So basically, I don't really know about this conversation today because I just joined, and So I have a problem with targeting niches that I want to, because I have so much interest in educational content, and also open to work with business owner who sell some products. So I'm specialized in social media management and travel planning. So I don't know how to like introduce myself, because I don't know what kind of niches that I really want to work with, because I just having so much interest, not just like working with them. So how can you help me for that? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ardana Reswari. Is it Ardan Reswari?
Just call me Anna.
Anna. Okay, thank you, Anna. So you say you do SMM, and you also do travel planning, but you don't know what businesses to target, right?
Yes.
So it's okay. Like for starting, if you want to target, if you don't want to target specific niche, it's okay to go general. Like I myself, I don't say that I work with clinics only or with healthcare industry only or anything like that. No, I work with many different niche. I have clients in clinic, a women's clinic, and I have a web design agency that I work with. I make their website. I also work with apa ni, other clients from different industries. So it's okay to not have a niche yet, especially if you're just starting. But when you go to the course, to our course, and they say you can have a niche target, it's actually for you to easier. It's actually to help you to tailor your message, marketing message easier. Because when you know who you are speaking to, then it's easier for you to get clients that way. So for example, if you try to target first, you try to target educational content, right? Maybe you can do it for 3 months or 6 months, and then maybe if you see, oh, I don't get any clients from this niche, and then you can change, switch to different niche. You can try a different niche, maybe selling, whatever product that you're interested in, maybe fashion industry. It's okay to change this niche as you grow, as your business grow. So it's okay to change niche. Or if you want to be general, if you want to be a bit specific but still general, like what I do, I specialize with womenpreneurs. So I work with women business owners only. So I don't work with men business owners. That's just my preference lah. It's actually if men come to me and ask me to make a website, it's okay also. But just so that I can tailor my marketing messages as easier, so I target womenpreneurs. So for starter, it's okay. You can target the first 3 months. You want to do educational content, then you can do educational content. And then if it doesn't work, then you can pivot and do another niche. Okay, so it's okay to do that. That's my suggestion lah. Okay, and I hope it helps. Okay.
Can I ask another question?
Sure.
If I interest with someone that entrepreneurs, but I don't really know what can I help them, but I want to work with them, how to introduce myself just for working with her?
Do you find her on social media, is it?
Yes.
Social media, okay. Is there any way for you to know their email address? Like maybe a website link or contact page?
Yeah, I do some discovery call, but just like I interested with her, and I just want to work with her, but I don't know what exactly she needs for my offering. So
Oh, okay. So what you can do is you can do a little bit of background research about her. So maybe if you find her on IG, then you can click on the links that she has, maybe a website link. Try to find a contact page and email address, and you can write an email to introduce yourself, saying, "Hey, my name is this and that. I'm from this country, and I'm a VA, and I've looked at your profile. I'm very interested with what you do, with your content. I'm passionate about this content." You can just talk about her first, okay? Talk about what you like with her content or what you like about her business. And then you can say, I have this skill, or I offer this and that services, maybe SMM, and I wonder if there are opportunities for us to collaborate together. Maybe I can offer SMM services, or I can help with social media content design. So you make it general first, and then send an email and see if she responds. Okay, so it doesn't need to be like you offer a package or this. No, it's okay. It doesn't have to be that specific. It can be general like that. And it's actually good because it shows that you are interested in her business and content first, and not simply trying to sell your service. So you can try doing that and see how it goes.
Okay,
Hope
okay.
it helps.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you so
welcome.
much, Kak.
Welcome.
Okay, thank you. Hope it answer your questions. One more question ya, Kak Zakira from Wida. Wida, you can ask directly to Kak Zakira.
Okay, hai Kak Zakira. I'm Vida. I'm from Yogyakarta, Indonesia. I always have an insecurity. What if I cannot fulfill the task or complete the task, or maybe I cannot work perfectly for the client because I have no experience as a VA. And actually, in the real, in the reality, what should I do if I cannot complete the task? What should I say to the client?
Okay, so is this like some of the thoughts that come across your mind, or has it ever happened before?
Uh, it's only crossed my mind because um, until now, I haven't contact more than
Okay,
5. I only contact 3 or 4 uh,
prospects.
person that I want to be I want to work with, because I
Mm.
always think that I can't do this. I can't do this.
Okay. What are the tasks that you think is too big for you to handle and you might not be able to complete? Can you share some example, maybe?
Uh, I don't know. I just feel like that when I scroll the Upwork and see the some jobs offered, and I think that can I do this like that? Even if
Mm.
the job is so simple, I always think, what if I cannot do this better than others, something like that.
So
Because
it's
I cannot uh, what it anticipate it, what should I do if I cannot do the job?
so you have this thought process where you want to know what happens if you fail, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. This is a very common thought process. Thank you so much for asking this very important question. And the root cause of this line of thought can actually be our anxiety about performing. Maybe we have this expectation in ourselves that we should be perfect, we should do things perfectly. And if we cannot do it perfectly, then we fear failure, right? We're afraid about failure. So to answer your question, what you can do if you cannot complete the task is number one is try to prevent it first. Okay. How to prevent it is during when you scroll upward and all that, make sure that you're applying for jobs that you know you have the skills for and look simple to you. Okay. Um, and then try to not entertain thoughts in your mind that say, oh, maybe there's a different expectation altogether. Try not to entertain that, because just use the information on the Upwork work description to make a decision whether or not you want to try to apply, right? So to prevent it, it's not when you are sending a proposal, do not overclaim or do not say that you can do something but you actually cannot do it. But if you know you have the skill and you have the experience to do something, then you can offer. But if you feel intimidated to start on Upwork or finding clients outside, what I would suggest is to try to find maybe opportunities to work with other VAs in our alumni community. Maybe you offer your service to another VA, like if you offer calendar management, you offer them to help manage the calendar for them. Okay, so that way you are giving yourself the opportunity to gain experience, and that experience can be evidence to yourself and build your confidence to offer it to paying clients in the future. Okay, so if your self-confidence issue stems from lacking experience, then you can try to offer it first to the VA community in our SGB VA community lah. Meaning try to find work in the community first. Okay, and leverage our alumni community. It's very good. Like I myself, I'm a VA and I have clients that hire me to do social media, but because I don't have time anymore, because I have website clients and most of my projects now is website design. So I don't have time to focus on social media for my clients anymore. So I hire a VA from our alumni community to help me do that. Okay, so I have a VA for that. And I met the VA in one of our Malaysian alumni event. I think back in July, if I'm not mistaken. So I met her in July and she introduced herself. We did activity, blah, blah, blah. And I know that she did SMM. So that's why I hired her for my client work for social media. So if you don't have confidence to start with outside, then start with inside our alumni community lah. Because our alumni may be more empathetic, may be more forgiving, maybe we have more capacity to teach, and that can help build your confidence slowly. So to answer another question, your part of your question, if you cannot complete the task, then you can network with other VAs, okay? Find in our community, alumni community, who have the experience for that task, for that specific skill. Okay, so if you cannot complete the task, then you can have someone that you ask questions lah. If you don't have that, then what you can do is be honest with them. I'm sorry, I've done it halfway, but I cannot complete it. I cannot finish it completely. Okay, be honest. Don't ghost them. Don't just run away and disappear. That's not good ethics for our business. Be honest, let them know, and apologize and try to negotiate ways to compensate for their loss lah. So that's my suggestion. But if you can, try to start with alumni community first. Okay, I hope that answers your question.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Kak Sakira, for answering. And we can move on to the next second session. Kak Sakira, please.
Okay, sure. Let's move on.
Yeah.
So the second part, we will cover about introversion and mental health. Okay, so this is, I think, it's an important topic. Okay. So while introversion is a personality trait, right? It's not a mental health condition. Okay, but sometimes it can intersect with mental health challenges, neurodiversity, or even some medical conditions. Okay, mental health challenges means that mental illness lah. Neurodiversity means that maybe ADHD, autism, and things like that. Certain conditions that happen when you were born to your brain that might impair your ability to interact with others. So it can happen also, yeah. Medical conditions, maybe there are hormonal changes or hormonal issues that make you feel anxious when you are in front of people, a lot of people. So there are conditions like that. So if you find that your introvert nature is significantly impacting your life, meaning that it prevents you from taking steps or actions that can help you move forward, okay, it might be helpful to reach out to a mental health professional. Meaning that speak to a therapist or try to find a peer support group, okay, that you can talk to. And then also, if you meet a therapist, that it can help, they can help you to understand your introversion lah. So they can ask you questions so that you can gain a deeper understanding of your personality and how that can be affecting your life, and how develop strategies on how to overcome those challenges in your life. And also a therapist can also help you to develop coping strategies. Okay, like when I discussed before, the CBT and exposure, gradual exposure, all those are coping strategies that therapists may be able to help you with. For example, maybe you have problems doing gradual exposure by yourself. So if you meet a therapist, you have a support system. So a therapist can help you to overcome or to navigate whatever challenges that you may be experiencing when you are gradually exposing yourself to networking events. Okay, and then they can also help you to set realistic goals, so that you can actually set achievable goals rather than goals that might be hard for you to achieve. Okay, so maybe you can set goals for networking like 1 or 2 times a month only, and then you meet a therapist to talk about it. So it actually can help you if you have a therapist alongside, because they can be your support system in this journey. Okay, like I mentioned, they can also provide support, right, and offer a safe space for you to discuss your feelings and experiences. Because maybe if you talk to your friends, maybe they say, oh, those are like not really challenging, I can do it without feeling afraid. Then your feelings are dismissed, right? And it's not very nice for your growth. So if you talk to a therapist can actually give you a safe space without judging you for having those challenges. So if you think that you need help, if your introvert nature is preventing you from taking a step forward, from moving forward in your life, then it's a sign that it would be a good idea to meet a therapist lah. Okay, you can also do mental health assessment online called DASS. Okay, DASS. Let me write in the chat. DASS test. Okay, this is depression, anxiety, stress test. Okay, so you can Google this DASS test and you can do it online. So after you've done the DASS test, and if your results show that you have severe depression or anxiety, don't panic. It's just an assessment, a general assessment. It's not a diagnosis. So what you can do is take those assessment results and see a general doctor, maybe a private doctor or public health doctor. Talk about this and mention to them that you would like to be referred to a psychologist or a psychiatrist for further assessment. Okay. And remember, seeking help is a sign of strength. It's not a sign of weakness at all. Okay. And getting help and support for your whatever challenges that you have, it can make a significant difference in your overall well-being. Okay. So don't be ashamed of seeking help. All right. So next, okay, story time. How active listening helped me land a client. This is a true story, yeah, by the way. I didn't like make this up. This is true story. So I think back in May or April, I went for a personal one-to-one mentoring session with a social media specialist at a local cafe. So she's a Malaysian person lah, from Malaysia. She specializes in social media. So I went to meet her to learn one-on-one, okay, at a cafe. And during the session, I gave my full attention. I listen to her, I take notes, and I ask questions whenever I don't understand. And after she finished explaining something, I also paraphrase what she says so that I can check my understanding. So by the end of the session, she suddenly says, oh, Zakira, actually, I feel I've never talked about this with people, but I feel like I want to share with you. Okay, so to me that shows that she feels like a connection with me lah. So she said, she opened up about some ideas for her business that she never told anyone about, And she shared the story. I'm like, oh, okay, okay, oh, that's a good idea. I just affirm her, okay, and actively listening again. So she asked me, what do you do, Zakira? And I said, I do web design, graphic design. And she said, oh, yeah, I actually have a website that I'm designing, but have not finished for a long time because she doesn't have time. So she hired me to finish her website. And after that one website, there's another website I create. And then after this, also another website. So from that moment, just being a student, then she became my client. So when I talked to with another introvert friend, she said, yeah, she also has experience where she was just listening to people sharing their life experience, life stories, and then suddenly after a long time they said, oh, I feel so connected with you, just because we listen to them. Okay, just because we were lending our ears, we actively listen to them, people can feel connected with us. Okay, so the takeaway story here is it's okay if you don't talk a lot. You don't have to talk a lot. You can simply listen, lend your ears, paraphrase, and it can help people to feel connected with you and attract feel attracted to work with you. Like in my case. Okay, so that's one story. Now, how can we build meaningful connections when networking? This is very important, yeah. Number one, when you are networking, don't focus on what you can get from the people, but give before you take first. Meaning that approach networking with a giving mindset. Think about what support, what experience, what insights or resources that you can offer to other people. Instead of, oh, I want to get clients, I want to get clients. Don't think like that. But think about how can I help them? How can I offer to them? The next one is quality over quantity. So discuss about what's importance of building a deep, meaningful relationship rather than simply accumulating contacts. Okay, so meaning that when you're networking, you're not simply getting more contacts on your phone, but you want to build deep relationships with them. You want to get to know their pain points, their struggles in their business, or what they are working on, their future aspirations, things like that, that can actually help build meaningful connections with people. Okay, so the third one is look for commonalities, meaning that try to find common grounds with your potential clients. So things you can ask about their hobbies, maybe any vacation place they have gone to, where they come from. And if you've been to that place, you can say, oh, I've been there before, or I've been to a country, but a different place. So it helps to build connection with people because you have this shared experience. And then the fourth is active listening lah. So it's not just about speaking, it's about really listening to people and really try to understand and open your mind and try to empathize and to respond to the person who's speaking to you and letting them know that they're not just talking alone, like that. Okay. The next is try to develop empathy. So building rapport is about building relationship, right? What you can do is tap to your emotional intelligence, meaning that you don't have to sell now, okay? Because selling can wait, but just build emotional connections first with them. Let's say if they share a struggle, a story of a time when they struggle, you can say, oh yeah, yeah, that's really tough, for example. So that's affirming people's perspectives lah, and that can help to develop your empathy as well. Okay, so the last point is to practice basic etiquette when interacting with people. Okay, so number one is treat others with respect, humility, and care. So respect them and be humble and care about them. Okay, don't speak arrogantly or proudly, and then give people the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so maybe you see them wearing certain clothes, don't judge them or have negative assumptions. Simply try to give them benefit of the doubt. And then expressing gratitude and smiling, say thank you, smile at people, right? All of these are just basic etiquette. And the last would be to be curious. Okay, be curious about what they do in their life, prepare to hear their stories and prepare to hear their concerns. Because when we open our heart, we can actually make space for others to feel connected with us. Okay. So we've come to the section of your task. Okay, this will be your challenge. Find networking events to attend. All right. Okay. Has anyone find any networking events before? Maybe you can let me know in the chat box any networking events that you have attended before. Oh, okay. I read Irina's comment in the comment section. Zakira, your story can be as an idea to start open conversation to know and empathize people. And the conversation will go further. Oh, yeah. True. Your story, your life story can be the starting point for you to open up and know about people. So it's okay if your story is not that grand, it's not that not high class or whatever. It's okay to have a humble story. I have humble story too. And everyone will have some points in their life where they go through humble periods that makes them feel challenged and difficult. So it's okay to share those sides of your life because it only makes you more real to people. And from there, you can build connections with them. Thank you, Irina. So let's move on to our task. Find networking events to attend. Okay. Let me drink some water first. Okay. Some platforms that you can use to find online events. Number one is eventbrite.com. Okay, get ready to screenshot, yeah, screenshot this. Eventbrite.com. Second is meetup.com. And third is LinkedIn. So you have to go to linkedin.com and sign up for an account there. And then I think you will have a tab where you can click maybe events, it says events. And from there, you can find relevant events that you are interested in. Like, for example, one of the events that I'm attending in the very near future, like next month. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, next month, September. So mid next month, I will be attending this event called Faith Conscious Business People. So faith conscious business people. So this is for the Muslims lah, Muslims business person. Whereby people in this group is like interested to build or have business that aligns with their faith, with their religion, right? So it's one of the events that I just signed up for networking. So wish me luck. And then the fourth would be Facebook events. Facebook also has a tab. If you go to facebook.com, I think you have to go to I'm not sure which tab, but then there will be a tab there that you can find events. Okay, you can search business networking, or even if you don't search, then try to search by date, maybe this month, and then you see all of the events that are available there. And try to find one that suits with you, that you're interested in. Okay, so other places you can find would be online communities like Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, or the SDBVA community itself lah. So try to find in the groups that you are already in. If you're not in any VA groups on Facebook or LinkedIn, then try to find those groups. The best groups to join would be the local ones, if there are local groups. Okay, so if you don't know any local groups to join, then maybe you can try ask the alumni community in your local community, like maybe Jogja. You try to ask the Jogja alumni community if there's any online groups that they join that you can also join, right? So if you join together, then you have friends lah, and then it's not too awkward for you, right? Rather than going alone, maybe it's more nervous, right? So if you want to join networking events, you can try to ask your VA friends first, see what events they're going, and you can tag along with them, okay? And then maybe you can also try industry associations. For example, you try to find associations that relates to the skills that you have. For example, like me, I try to find design communities, or if you do admin, accounting, try to find admin community or accounting community, stuff like that. or you can participate in business groups like BNI. I'm not sure if you've heard of BNI before. So BNI is short form for Business Networking International. So they have chapters all over the world, globally, and they have local communities as well, like Malaysia also have, Indonesia, I believe they have as well. But participation may have fees and it can be high, BNI. So if you don't have, if you're just starting, BNI maybe it might require some fees lah. So maybe if you're more established, then you can consider BNI. But for starter, I would definitely recommend our own alumni community. Okay, start there. And next is you can ask for recommendations. Maybe reach out to your friends, your colleagues, or mentors, for them to recommend any networking events that they know about. Or you can also write to industry experts. Maybe if you're in the design community, you can find industry experts on Instagram, for example. There are designer influencers that may be able to help you to find this upcoming events. So basically, you can just follow them. Like for me, I follow many industry experts. So from there, I know about relevant events that are out there, and I can choose which one that I think I have the capacity to join. Okay, so you can also follow relevant hashtags on social media. You can search for hashtags related to industry. And then also you can ask your local library and community center and ask if they have any upcoming events this month, right? Usually they have event calendar, including networking opportunities. So you can utilize this local events. Okay. Why I really suggest you or encourage you to attend local events is because when you meet people face to face, you actually have the advantage of being more familiar to people. Like in my case, I hired an SDBVA alumni, right? Who attended an event with me, alumni event. I hired her because she feels familiar to me and I heard her story during the session. So that's why I wanted to hire her. So if you leverage this kind of events with other alumni, it can be an advantage. So don't be ashamed, don't be afraid, don't be shy to attend alumni events. Take part of it. You can be maybe you can be a committee member or just a participant, but don't miss the alumni events. It's very, very good for you. Okay. Okay. So I think we have done with our second session. We can have a next Q&A, Maria. I will leave this to you.
Okay, thank you, Kak Sakira. Okay, guys. So for this second session, Kak Sakira also emphasized on the our activeness to join maybe networking, event, you can join Facebook group or LinkedIn group, and also of course our community group, our alumni in every city, in your city, so we can networking with our fellow VA, and who knows, as Kak Sakira said that also there's opportunity to also find clients, and also maybe other VA also have projects. Maybe she looking for other VA also, who knows? Just try to be active. Okay, guys. Anyone have question related to this session of networking for introverts? Anyone? Okay, until we wait, actually, Kak Sakira and everyone, I think Tania will join maybe like 7 minutes from now. Yeah, so she can give some speech and also encouragement, because this is our last day of 1 week challenge, Okay, Kak Sakira, So I will ask about what do you think, how important it is to also joining the offline offline meeting group with the community and network, Kak Sakira.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
is
think
it we have to do like routinely? I mean, like maybe once a month or something.
mm, yeah, it's if you can find events like that to join once a month, that would be very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
But for starter, if you like you're scared, you don't feel comfortable, you can try start once every 2 months maybe. You can start small.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on your pace and your capacity lah. Meaning if you're very scared and maybe once a month it's too scary for you or too anxious, you cannot function thinking about, oh my God, every month I have to attend. Then you can start once every 2 months lah. So that it's more doable. So it's all about looking at your own capacity and seeing how you react, how you feel about networking. Because I myself, my story is that after I attended networking events like every month, I find that I don't have to network that much anymore to get clients because existing clients will refer you to their friends, to their business people, to their business network, business circle and all that. So you don't really have to find a lot of clients anymore. And even actually as a VA, like Tanya said, if you have 4 to 5 clients, that's actually already fully booked, right? Like I myself, I cannot handle more than 4 clients. I mean, that's even now I have to hire a VA to do social media for me. So you don't need to have a lot of clients to be fully booked lah, as a VA. So if you can start with once a month, then once a month. If you are afraid of once a month, then once every 2 months. Depends on you. Yeah.
Okay.
But must go lah, must go and attend local events.
Yeah, must try ya, Kak.
Must try, mesti
Must
pergi.
try. And maybe if you are still shy or afraid to go alone, you can ask your friends to go with you, right, Kak Sakira ya?
Ooh. In fact, I have one tip. Okay. I actually before the Kuala Lumpur gathering, the alumni gathering, I actually met up with one of the alumni at a local cafe. So we met just the two of us. So it was like one-on-one personal meeting. So we share our experience, and she shared her experience with me, and she shared her struggle. And some of her struggle, I've read some articles about it, so I gave her my suggestions. So it was like you can connect personally with other alumni first before any big events. Maybe it's too intimidating. You can connect one-on-one first with other alumni, maybe from your batch, or if you see anyone in the group that's active, you can ask for their permission to personally message them, and ask invite them for a coffee drinking session or whatever, offline. So yeah, try to connect with someone first. Start there. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
just connect first,
yeah.
just try to be who you are, be
Yeah.
genuine,
Yeah.
try building and enlarge your networking, Kak.
Yeah.
I mean, not not always at the first time, then you expect to right away
Yeah.
find clients, Kak,
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
first or second meeting in your community group.
Yeah. What's important is to not put expectation about having, oh, I must book this client, I must book 1 or 2 clients from this event. No. Just focus on, I want to get to know 3 people, for example. I just get to know 3 people. That's okay. That's already accomplished, and that's a good achievement already. So keep your expectation low lah. You don't have to keep high expectation.
Thank you, Kak Sakira. Anyone? Do you have questions? Okay,
If they have no questions, maybe we can go with some of the frequently asked questions I've received from other alumni.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, yeah, please.
Okay, so number one, some students share with me, they say they're very shy and they struggle with small talk. So how can they overcome this and start conversations, right, with potential clients? Just repeating some of the tips that I share. You can ask open-ended questions like, what are you doing this weekend? What are you trying to achieve? Or what projects are you working on? And then you can share your personal stories, like what I did in the example, right? When I met with the local translator group, I shared how I initially wanted to become clinical psychology, blah, blah, blah. So those personal anecdotes, it helped to give people a picture of who you are, because you are not just the person who you are today. You have a history, you have passion, you have values, you have your own story. So when you share these anecdotes, it helps them to remember you more because it makes you unique. Maybe what makes me remember the
Okay, Kak
alumni.
Sakira, sorry,
Go ahead.
maybe we can continue.
Okay,
Tanya
sure, sure.
already joining us. Yeah,
Okay, good, good. Let's go ahead and welcome Tanya then.
yeah. Hello, Tanya.
Hi guys. Hi
Hi,
everyone.
how are
Hi,
you?
Tanya.
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Thanks for joining, Tanya.
No problem. I'm happy to
Okay.
join.
Yeah, okay. Now it's your time, Tanya, to give some speech and also maybe encouragement for all the participants.
So are we already done with the lesson? Is it already good?
Already.
Okay, guys. Yes, I actually feel like it's been so fast, these 7 days with one big challenge. And it's actually our last day today, our last day when we have the lessons with our amazing guest speakers. Honestly, to me, I have really myself learned a lot from our alumni, from our amazing guest speakers. I really believe me, it's a wealth of knowledge that they have shared with you. But again, just wanted to repeat myself that it's all about implementing the steps. And what I have realized is that you already guys have all the knowledge that you need in order to find the clients and all the skills that you need to find clients. Now, the main thing is that you need to practice and you need to stay disciplined in reaching out to clients and in practicing everything that we have learned. So today is our last Zoom call, but you guys will have still 2 weeks more to practice these tasks, these tips, the challenges, and then we will be. I will also reach out to some of you to ask your feedback, to ask you your insights and results. And after 2 weeks, we will choose the winners of this 1 week challenge. Those people who secured the most discovery calls or clients during these 3 weeks. And as I promised to you, those winners will get the free access to our 2 months social media management course. It's a very comprehensive course where you will be able to dive deep into social media management. So you really become a pro in social media management. So again, the usual price of this course was around like $500, but for you, it will be for free. So I hope that it is motivating enough for you to really practice all of this and get the results, because trust me that you do not need to wait until the perfect moment, because the perfect moment never comes. You are ready right now. So do not overthink, okay? Do not say to me that, Tanya, I will still need to watch some more lessons or do some exercises. Just reach out to clients, because this is the right time for you. So the only thing that I want from you is to secure the discovery calls and secure the clients. So I really hope that this 1 week challenge was a stepping stone for you to do that. Okay, guys. So again, thank you so much. I'm so proud of you. I can see 32 people here on the live session, and so proud that you are really doing your best to complete it. So cannot wait for your feedbacks. Thank you so much, and I hope that it was insightful and useful for all of you. And thank you as well for our amazing moderators and for our guest speakers for sharing their really amazing insights. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Tania, for joining us. And maybe we can start, sorry, we can have a photo session together, Tania, with all the participants. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay, guys, please open your camera and we can, Kak Sakira, maybe you can stop sharing screen first, Kak Sakira. And then, guys, yes, you can open. Yes, very good. I can see your beautiful faces. Yeah, smile. Yeah, it's our last day of 1 week challenges. I hope you still ongoing. Yeah, on practicing all the challenges. Okay, guys, you can open your camera and we can have the group session, group photo session. Yeah. Okay. Let me count. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. Smile, guys. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Okay. Once again. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Tania, for
Thank you
joining
so
with
much. Thank
us.
you. See you.
Yeah, bye,
Bye.
Tania. Bye. Thank you so
Bye,
much.
guys.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much, everyone.
Bye.
thank you.
Bye, guys.
Okay, Kak Wan, Kak Sakira, maybe you can continue to share the Q&A just a little bit, yeah.
Oh, unmute. Okay. I was muted just now. I forgot. So, just to continue. Oh, by the way, it was so nice to see everyone's faces just now. I was like, oh, so many people, it's so nice. I felt like, oh, okay. So, just to continue with my point just now, I think I was focusing about active listening, right? So when you are doing, this is one of the things why you have to meet with people locally, physical location. Why? Because then you can show them that you are actively listening, and it's actually, having a physical connection like that can actually make people remember you more. So even if you're shy, just start, okay? Like Tanya said, don't overthink. Just start and reach out to one alumni and meet up at a coffee place, and chat casually. And who knows, maybe later on when there's alumni gathering, you can join with them, right? Or maybe they know of any other networking events, and you will have a friend to go to the event with. So you don't have to go alone, okay? And when you're talking, show genuine interest, be interested. Maybe you say, oh, okay. Yeah. Those kind of things, even though they are very simple, but it's like it shows people that you're actively listening. Even something simple like, oh yeah. Oh, that is true, yeah. Oh yeah, it's difficult. So those things when you say, it's like affirming to them that you're listening, that you hear what they say, and it's a good thing to practice with people. Okay. And focus on just building rapport. Focus on building relationship, and don't think in your mind. Don't have to think, "Oh, I want to sell something to her, or I want her to hire me." Don't have that kind of feeling because it can make you nervous. So just focus on getting to know their problems, and maybe when they ask you, "Oh, what is it that you do? How what services do you offer?" And then you can say, "Oh, I do this SMM, blah blah blah." And then they ask, oh, do you have experience? Then you can say, if you're new, you can say, oh, actually, I'm still very new and I'm looking for a client that can, give me the experience, the first experience. And who knows if any of the alumni in our community will be able to take you in and, become your first client, right? So that's why I say over and over again, our alumni community is very good. So utilize it, be active in the alumni community, and don't be shy. Okay, take action. Second, I think I will go to the second question. I think I've went through this as well. Okay, tak apa. Let's go again. I'm not sure how to find networking events that are relevant to manage on my field. Any tips? Okay, what I can say is, like we go through just now, you can go to website, online event calendar website like meetup.com or eventbrite.com. There are many, many events, local networking events that you can join. Just try to find and get a friend to go with you and join together, okay? And then you can also reach out to the alumni community and hold your own meetup sessions, okay? So you say, hey guys, let's do a casual meetup at a local cafe. I know a cafe that's nice here. They have good desserts or nice coffee. What time do you guys are free? Or maybe you can suggest a date and time for them and see how they respond. Usually, our alumni community, they want to meet with each other, but they just don't have the time to organize it. So if you offer yourself to make it just informal and nothing it's not too much lah. Just informal meetup, very casual. It's okay. You can reach out and make your own. Okay. Or if you're afraid to do offline, you can start with online first. Host your own online meetup sessions with VAs that you know, or our own alumni community. And that's a good way for you to practice networking. Once you have those networking experience, you will find that, oh, it's actually fun because you're just meeting other people. It's not too difficult. And then you will slowly build your confidence to go networking. Okay. So the last question would be, a lot of students ask me, I've been trying to build my online presence, but I'm not sure what content to share. Do you have any recommendations? So my recommendations to build your online presence would be to share valuable content related to your field. Okay, and this is why our course recommend that you focus on a niche, like clinic, stuff like that, right? Because it's easier to share content when you know your target market already. So like I said, if you're not sure about the niche, you can try one niche first for 3 months. And then if it doesn't work, you don't get clients from this niche, it's okay. You can move on to another niche, okay? Just rebrand yourself for another niche. And then you can also share specific tips, techniques or benefits about your service. For example, for SMM, maybe you can share that you can help people to get online presence. They don't have to manage their own online presence anymore. You can help take off this load from their shoulder. And you can use social media platforms like IG, LinkedIn, and Thread to engage with target audience and build relationships. Okay, another way is to create email newsletter. Maybe you can use MailChimp or Engine Mailer or any other free newsletter services to start building your own email list. Because email list is very important. You can build relationship with potential clients, offer valuable tips, or you can also offer simple freebie to entice them to get on your email list. Like one of our alumni, she actually offers in her apa nama tu mailing list box, she actually offers people to download her portfolio. So you can do that also. Like you can in your website, talk about yourself and your services, and at the end, interested to get my portfolio, drop your email below, and I will send you the portfolio link. So that's one way lah. Okay. One example, short example for our alumni. Her name is Rita Osman. She's from batch 9. So you can search for her LinkedIn account, /Rita Osman. So why I recommend you to look at her LinkedIn account is because she's very active on LinkedIn and she has gotten 3 clients on LinkedIn. Okay, 3 clients. So LinkedIn clients usually are well-paying clients lah, compared to other platforms. So that's why you can use LinkedIn, okay, build your profile there, check out her profile and see how she fills her about section, and then how she crafts her post, and then you can copy what she does because she's very successful VA using LinkedIn. Okay, so that's all. That's the end of the session, guys. If you need to reach out to me, you can just screenshot this page and you'll be able to get my contact lah, my WhatsApp, email, or through this QR code. Okay. So thank you so much for your attention. Thank you so much for your time. And I hope you guys will be able to land your clients after this challenge. Thank you so much, guys.
Amin. Thank you so much, Kak Sakira, for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, Maya.
And I hope tonight will be so insightful for all the participants. And guys, thank you so much for joining us. This is our last day, and hopefully you keep practicing the challenges. And also Kak Sakira already also give challenge to you. Hopefully you can practice and start to building your networking and be a very successful VA. I'm only can give you good luck, yeah, and hopefully everything running smooth and you will land many clients, yeah, Kak Sakira, from your from your social media or from networking. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. And you can also check on the Get Course, yeah, for all the recording of our 1 week challenges. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for joining, and have a good night, good rest. Thank you, Kak Zakira, for this
Thank you.
wonderful moment, and
Thank you.
also please have a good rest. Thank you so much, guys. See you in another opportunity. Thank you, guys. Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Ramawita. Thank you,
Bye.
Kak.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Good night. Thank you. Bye.